Well, hello, Stampers, and happy Monday to you. Today is Cheer Corner, but it is also day 12 of the 14 Days of Love. I don't know how many of you have been following along, but this is the first time I've ever done an epic series like this with a video every single day, even on Sundays. Now, I don't record on Sundays, I pre record. Also, not I just don't work on Sundays. That's just the thing. God gave us that day, and I'm so glad He did because otherwise I'd be a workaholic and I'd work all the time. So it feels really good to not work on Sundays. So on Sunday you get my Sunday message, but and because I'm doing this series, there is a pre-recorded video, but so you can enjoy it. But today is Cheer Corner, and that's when you get to nominate someone to receive the card that I make because together we can change the world one card at a time. I really do believe that Happy Mail can make such a huge difference in someone's life. We all need happy things. So the the project for today is actually a cute little bag, but I'm also going to make a card so that because the bag isn't going to go in the mail. So let's take a look. Here we go. You can see it off to the side. Here is the little bag. And what's really cute about this, it's exactly the same measurements as the open-ended box that I made that had the honey stick in it. Maybe I'll find it and show it to you. And we're first going to, I think I'm going to make the card first. So this is the paper, and I haven't used it yet. This is also part of the bee paper, but the stripes go one way, but if you flip it, then the flowers are sideways. So I was planning to make a bag, but I didn't want my flowers to go sideways, so I had to cut another piece. It's 6 by 6 inches, I think. Anyway, we'll find out. Anyway, I'm going to make a card, and I'm going to use this stripe, and we're going to use a small Memories and More card. So the front of the small Memories and More card is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So this is going to be 3 inches by 4 inches. So we'll start with the card, and then we'll make the bag. And now you'll get to see the bee stamp in action. So this is going to be 3 inches by 4 inches. There. And then in almost all of my projects, I have used the Deckled Circles dies. So here they are. There's 14 of them. I have used the fourth smallest and the third smallest to make my circles today. So this is the third smallest, and this is the fourth smallest. So we're going to put those together. Then we're going to make a bee, and we're going to stamp Be Mine. And I thought we would add a cute little ribbon as well. Ribbon is always great. So we're doing this. And then I'm not going to put it all together because I want to show you what this looks like on my bag in a minute. So this is going to go on here. And then this is going to go here. Now we're going to make our bee and the Be Mine. And I have this scrap laying on my table. And I'm thinking I could stamp the bee here, and I could stamp the wing here, and I could stamp the saying here. Do you do that too? I don't waste anything if I don't have to. So here's the bee body. We're going to stamp that in Daffodil Delight. You could use crushed curry too. I think my block is dirty. This happens sometimes. It's a dirty stamp. So I'm going to try it again. Stamp it on here. There. See, now I have yellow on my glass plate, but that's not a big deal. I'm just going to grab my chamois and wipe it off. No worries. Now let's try this again. Okay, that looks pretty good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. I kind of like it that it's a little ombre. And you know, the Dutch word for a bee, I think it might be a bag, and a hommel is a wasp, but maybe not. If there's any Dutch people watching, is a hommel a wasp or is a hommel a bumblebee? Okay, I don't know. Every once in a while these words pop into my head. I'm still learning Dutch. Dutch grammar, the Dutch tenses is a bit difficult, the past tense and all that kind of stuff, especially in writing. Okay, so I'm just going to hover over, and I think that's okay. It's not perfect. The tail is out a bit too far, but that's okay. So now we're going to grab our bee punch, and there we go. and slide it in, and when it looks about right there, now it went flying. It literally went flying in my lap and down on the floor it went. Here. So here's our bee. And now, let's have a look-see. We have our wings, like so. And look at the heart is also the wings. So they're kind of on an angle. So I'm going to stamp it also. Let me see. It's going to go like this. So then like so. It's important to check your punch to see what goes where so that you're not struggling to punch out your image. Okay. So here we go. They go kind of on an angle a little bit like so. And then grab your paper, slide it in, and look at that. And then I slowly pinch down and then I move it around. There. That looks good. And then when I'm happy with it, then I pinch down a little bit with my one thumb, and you use two thumbs to punch. And you really want to be careful of the edge here because you don't want to go like this because then you pinch that soft part of your hand right in there and that can really hurt. We don't want that to happen. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the wing here. And then, look, what is our bee missing? Our bee is missing something. Does anybody see what the bee is missing? The bee has no face. That's the problem. Okay, we're gonna give the bee a face, and I think we want to give him a smiley face or a winky face. How about a winky face? Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh no, I picked a smiley face by accident. I wanted the winky face. Okay, let's change it up. Sleepy face. We've got 4 different faces for the bee. So that's fun. You can just personalize your bee according to the person who's getting it. Right? We all have our characteristics. I have this thing where some people, not everybody, but some people remind me of their correspondent in the animal kingdom. It might be a giraffe, it might be a seal, it might be a badger, and I'll say to Gerard, "Oh my goodness, look at that person. He reminds me of this or that." And it's not to be mean. It's just the way it is. Some people remind me of kitty cats, and some people look like they're dogs. They're cute dogs. I don't know, am I the only one that's crazy like that, or are there others out there who do that too? So there's our bee, and now take a look. Here we go. So I'm not putting it actually together. I'm just laying it. Okay. And then look. Oh yeah, I forgot something, didn't I? What did I forget? We need to have, look, there's our bee. We need our words. We need the be mine. And I was thinking, I was going to get you guys your input. And I thought, do I want to tie that around? But oh, just you wait. Last video, I had some extras laying around, and I told you I wasn't going to waste it. So, did I throw my extra piece? I did not. I thought I threw it away. I did not. Okay, sorry, I'm being a bit squirrely. We want be mine. There we go. It's right here. And did you know that we have a little skinny block that is perfect for words? I'm going to grab it. Let's see. Yes, this is it. And it is block G. Love this block. There, it's a little bit crooked because I'm not in front of my screen. But you know what? It doesn't matter because I am in front of my screen. I'm just not over top of my stamp. Let's see. Tap, tap. It doesn't matter if it's straight or crooked because I'm cutting it out. So I'm just, and look at that. When you don't try, it's straight. There, that's better. See, I pressed too hard. I was too excited. So now, paper snips. See, I even spilled something on here, but guess what? Look at that. And then I'm going to cut that out on a bit of an angle. So, and then that's going to go like so. And like so. See, I don't want them to be perfectly square. Be mine. Just a minute. There, be mine. So that is going to go on our little circle here. Put a little bit of adhesive. And remember, we're still going to make that cute little bag. I'm going to show you. Um, but it's in my tutorial. I finally wrote a tutorial for all 14 days. It's available for purchase on my blog, but it's also free to team members and it's free to people who order from me. Oh crap, that's no good, but no big deal. It fell on my glass plate. Now I won't wipe that up with my chamois. I won't wipe glue up, but you can just go like this. I'll use a kitchen dookie. A dookie. A doekje is the Dutch word for a cloth. Okay, so now we're going to pop up our B dimensionals, and I don't want black ones this time. I want white ones. And I'm going to put them just like this here because I want them to be on the circle, not on the bag. There. And then look at this. Do you remember? Do you remember? I'm thinking, look at that. Maybe like this. Nope. Nope. That's pretty cute. Now take a look. We're going to do this. I'm not going to put them on yet, but like so, and like so, and then on the card. Let's see, I've got the wrong piece. This is my extra piece. Oh, okay, well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's have a look. Let's take a peek. Maybe they're exactly the same and I didn't even know it, but they're not. But this is kind of cool too. That's the full length of the card. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now the bag. I'm just going to move that aside. This is what it looks like. Okay, so before I keep going, look at the difference. So here is the little box that I made. It's open topped. You can see a little line there. I've made a mistake, but guess what? It still's fine. And here is the bag. So the dimensions are the same, except that the bag is the 6 inches and this one was 4 1/4, the one on the box on the right. So I'm just going to show you how I did this. So I'm taking this floral piece now, and I have to make sure that it's like the right way up and down. So the bottom of the box is going to be here. So I'm going to do that first so I don't mess it up. So the bottom is going to be scored at 1 1/4 here. And remember, we're dealing with pattern paper, so you don't want to press too hard. So 1 1/4, and then this way we are going to go also 1 1/4. And then 3 1/4, 4 1/2, and 6 1/2. There we go, 6 1/2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold nice and hard, nice crisp fold on all the score lines. That's super important when you're making a bag or a box. Crisp lines make that your box is shaped well, okay? It will help it keep aligned so that you're not messing up. So we're going to cut one of those tabs off. It doesn't really matter which one. Here. You don't want your box getting too thick on the bottom with all the flaps. So now between the score lines, I'm just going to cut a little tiny V right up to the bottom line. So I don't know what this one's going to look like. It's a little busy with all those little flowers, but I thought it's always nice for you to see. It's nicer to watch me make a mistake than have to do it yourself. And you won't waste your paper. Okay, so now look, we're just going to do this. I'm going to put adhesive on this one. You know, the more you make little boxes, the easier it gets. Because when I first came to Holland, I was not into boxes. And I thought, you guys are crazy. They were so into boxes and packaging. I didn't understand it. But now I do. They have a culture where if they go to someone's house, they bring a little something. And if you've made a cute little package, it doesn't have to be an expensive something, but you're giving something that shows that you thought of the person. So this is perfect. So I forgot to fold that one. Yeah, okay. That looks good. I'm just going to give that a crease. I think I forgot to do these. And you guys probably noticed that I forgot, but guess what? It's not too late. So that one goes down. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on here. See, it doesn't matter that I overlapped. And then a little bit of adhesive. Actually, we'll do this. Press that down. And then I'm going to put adhesive on this flap. Make sure you get to your edges here. And here we go. So now we've got our cute little sturdy little box. You just pinch these in a little bit. So, and then we're going to, what did I do? Let me see. 2 little holes. Okay? If you're really particular, you're going to measure and make sure they're equidistant. If you don't care, if you're a little loosey-goosey like me, then you will not do that. But it's all okay. You can also just use your hole punch as a guide. So if I go in a little bit and I have about 1/4 of an inch showing, that makes sense to me. 1, and then this one. That looks pretty good. There. Oops. So now all I'll do is loop some ribbon through that. Now let's just take a look and see how it's going to look. Here. That's pretty cute too. It depends on what you like. I think that I prefer the stripe, but I guess it's not fair to do this without showing the ribbon in there. Let's see if I can find some ribbon. Oh yeah, it's right here. Right where I need it to be. Okay, so loop from the front to the back. It helps when you have a little notchy cut into it, like it's cut on an angle. This will fray your ribbon a little bit. Now again, you should tuck in your treats before you tie it shut, but I'm all out of treats, so not happening for me. Well, it's probably not true. I think I still have some Merci chocolates in the cupboard that someone gave me. There. Pull that a little bit more. Trim with my ribbon scissors. And now look, it does help. The red ribbon really does bring out the red in the flowers. Look at that. It's a lot cuter now. Okay, I like it. I also think that this paper would look really cute with a bunny punch for Easter. So these, even though I made these 14 Days of Love things around Valentine's Day, you can use them all year round. Okay, let's finish our card. I'm just, actually, I kind of want to take a picture of this, but okay, we're not going to do that. See, and I have a yellow one too. I could make this again, but we're not going to do that either. And now I'm rambling. Okay. So this is going to go on straight. And don't forget to nominate someone for Cheer Corner, okay? Who needs a little bit of happy mail? Let me know. And I also need the story, because sometimes there are more than one nomination. There is more than one nomination. And the story is what helps me decide who should get the card. And if you nominated someone and I didn't pick that person, please nominate again. I'm not going to think, oh, she's bugging me again, or he's bugging me again. I'm happy to give someone to your person. Okay, you know what? I don't know if I want to finish this or if I want to put it on the bag. Let's see. I'm just going to lay this on so you guys can see. There. How's that? I'm really happy. Happy with the bag, happy with the card, happy that I could show you 2 different alternatives, and that box making, bag making really isn't that hard. And if you give a coordinating set, that really will blow people's minds. Anyway, thank you for joining me. What you're hearing in the background is Bailey getting fed. Bailey doesn't bark. Bailey only barks at night when he goes out to do his business. Then we say that he's going out to do his business, but really he thinks he's going out just to bark. And I think all dogs are the same that way. Bear used to do that as well. And yeah, so if you have a dog, do they bark at night? Do they think they need to conquer the world? Let me know. All right, guys, have a super day. Bye.